From his humble beginnings to stardom in Hollywood, Martin Lawrence's life is the story of a rise, fall, and a relentless drive for redemption. But what happened to the man behind the jokes and catchphrases? What challenges did he face, and where is he now? Today, we dive into the untold story of a 90s icon whose legacy continues to shape comedy and film. Believe it or not, Martin Lawrence was born in Frankfurt, Germany. His father was in the military, which brought young Martin's family across the Atlantic, eventually settling in Landover, Maryland. Life wasn't easy for them, struggling through poverty and Section 8 housing. But through it all, his mother kept the family together. Martin would later say that his sense of humor was a shield against hardship, a tool he'd wield to rise above his circumstances. Those early struggles not only forged his resilience but shaped his comedic voice, a blend of sharp wit and heartfelt observation. Martin often reflects on these formative years, crediting his family's perseverance as a driving force behind his own dreams. He'd go on to transform these challenges into his comedic material, allowing audiences to laugh, relate, and connect on a deeper level. Little did anyone know, the young boy from Landover would become a comedy legend. Martin's journey to fame began when he appeared on Star Search in 1987. It was a make-or-break moment, and he won over audiences with his energy and humor. This launched his career, and soon after, Martin landed a gig as the original host of HBO's Def Comedy Jam, a show that would launch the careers of other greats like Dave Chappelle and Chris Tucker. Martin was fearless, seizing the stage with a charisma that audiences couldn't resist. This exposure catapulted him to the national stage, where he quickly became known for his unapologetic and bold humor. His time on Def Comedy Jam was transformative, not only for him, but for the entire comedy scene, as the show became a beacon for black comedians. Martin's fearless presence opened doors for raw, unfiltered comedy to take the spotlight, cementing him as both a trailblazer and an icon in the industry. Fun fact, Martin Lawrence wasn't always set on comedy. Before he became the funny man we know, Martin was an aspiring boxer. He trained at the Sugar Ray Leonard Boxing Center, and even had a decent record as a teen. But an eye injury ended his boxing aspirations, leading him to comedy. A twist of fate that fans are certainly thankful for. Boxing taught Martin discipline, focus, and resilience, qualities he would later channel into his comedy career. His history with the sport also gave him a unique perspective, one that added a playful edge to his humor. Although comedy eventually took center stage, the energy and confidence boxing instilled in him remained, becoming the backbone of his stand-up performances and acting. In 1992, Martin's career skyrocketed with his hit TV show, Martin. Playing multiple characters, he brought laughter into millions of homes every week. With the show's immense popularity, Martin quickly became a household name, creating iconic characters that are still celebrated today. However, the demands of fame and constant performance began to take their toll. Balancing the grueling schedule of a weekly sitcom with his rising movie career was no easy feat, and the cracks in his carefully crafted public persona began to show. Still, his dedication to his craft and connection with his fans remained unwavering, setting the stage for his complex journey ahead. But behind the scenes, the pressure of fame was starting to build. Fame came at a price. In 1994, he had an infamous appearance on Saturday Night Live that would lead to a temporary ban from NBC. And as the 90s progressed, his life took some dark turns. Martin struggled with a mix of celebrity pressure and personal issues, leading to troubling incidents that made headlines. Despite the challenges, Martin's comedic talent remained undeniable, though his off-screen struggles increasingly overshadowed his work. It was a reminder that behind the laughs, there was a human being grappling with fame's unique pressures. These years would become a test of resilience as Martin confronted both external and internal battles that would ultimately shape him in unexpected ways. During this time, Martin faced multiple legal troubles, including a harrowing incident where he was found wandering the streets, claiming his life was in danger. In the midst of his career's highest points, his personal life seemed to be unraveling. A strained marriage, a lawsuit filed by co-star Tisha Campbell, and a near-fatal heat stroke while jogging in 100-degree weather marked a challenging period in his life. It was a difficult chapter as Martin grappled with the personal costs of his rapid success. The public scrutiny only added to his struggles, creating a cycle that threatened to derail his career entirely. But within these challenges lay a lesson in humility and resilience that would eventually allow him to grow, change, and reclaim control over his life and career. Despite these hurdles, Martin's influence in comedy has been undeniable. As a mentor to the likes of Tracy Morgan, Kevin Hart, and Dave Chappelle, he's helped shape modern comedy. But the question remained, would Martin ever make a full comeback? Through it all, Martin's commitment to comedy and his influence on future generations endured. His legacy as a trailblazer in comedy and television continued, even as he stepped away from the spotlight. His mentorship of rising stars created a new wave of comedians who would carry on his bold approach. But as his protégés flourished, the desire for a comeback began to grow. Fans and critics alike waited to see if the comedy legend would once again claim his place on the main stage. In the midst of everything, Bad Boys was a massive success, pairing Martin with Will Smith in one of Hollywood's favorite buddy cop duos. After years of anticipation, the release of the fourth installment reignited fans' love for the franchise, proving that Martin and Will's on-screen chemistry remains as powerful as ever. The chemistry between Martin and Will Smith wasn't just movie magic, it became a hallmark of the series, transforming Bad Boys into a cultural phenomenon. With each new chapter, the franchise gave Martin an enduring role in the action comedy genre, offering him a space to evolve as an actor while reigniting the spark that made him a star. The fourth film delivered on its promise, bringing fresh humor, action, and a maturity that only seasoned stars like Martin and Will could bring. It marked not just another sequel, but a revival of Martin's legendary career, proving that even decades later, he remains a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood. Today, Martin Lawrence's legacy continues to grow. He's back, preparing for the next chapter, proving that even after life's toughest battles, you can find a way to come back swinging. And maybe, just maybe, he's got one more surprise up his sleeve. Martin's journey reminds us that resilience and growth can come from even the most difficult circumstances. As he steps back into the spotlight, he does so with the wisdom of his experiences and the strength that's carried him through countless challenges. Audiences are excited to see what's next, knowing that whatever he brings, it'll be unforgettable. And his story will continue inspiring both fans and future comedians alike. Thanks for watching. Kindly help our channel grow by liking this video and hitting that subscribe button if you are a true fan of Martin Lawrence.